Ever pondered what your pet might utter if given the gift of gab? Welcome, dear listeners, to an intriguing journey into a world where our animal companions have found their voice, quite literally. Today we're going to explore a hypothetical scenario that's tickled the fancy of many a pet owner and animal lover. What if animals could converse in human language? From the smallest hamster to the largest elephant, imagine if they all had something to say. We'll be weighing the pros and cons of this fascinating conjecture. Would it make our bonds with our pets stronger or lead to some unexpected complications? Could your pet parrot become your new best friend, or would your cat finally confirm that she's the true ruler of your household? The possibilities are endless and, quite frankly, hilarious. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of chatty chihuahuas and talkative tabbies. Imagine walking in the door and your dog greets you with more than a wagging tail, but with a hearty, "Howdy, partner." If animals could talk, the world as we know it would be transformed. One of the most significant advantages would be a dramatic improvement in communication between us and our furry friends. Instead of guessing what's bothering our pets when they're acting unusual, we'd be able to ask them directly. "Hey, Fluffy, are you feeling all right?" And Fluffy, instead of just purring or wagging her tail, could respond with, "Well, actually, my left paw's been feeling a bit off lately." Just think of the veterinary benefits. No more struggling to diagnose a problem based on vague symptoms. Your pet could just tell the vet what's wrong. It would be a game changer in animal health care, leading to quicker diagnoses, more effective treatments, and happier, healthier pets overall. It's not just about health, though. Imagine being able to understand your pet's wants and needs on a deeper level. Does your dog prefer chicken or beef-flavored kibble? Is your cat tired of that same old toy mouse, longing for a shiny new laser pointer instead? We'd know all this and more because they'd tell us. And let's not forget the emotional connection. Our bonds with our pets would undoubtedly deepen. We'd share in their joys, empathize with their fears, and perhaps even partake in their curiosities. And we'd no longer be pet owners, but rather companions sharing a journey together. But it's not all about us humans. Animals, too, would gain from this newfound ability. They could express their thoughts and feelings, making their lives richer and more meaningful. They could communicate their desires and dislikes, ensuring they live a life that aligns with their preferences. So there you have it. The pros of animal speech are manifold, promising improved communication, better understanding of our pets' needs and wants, and a deeper emotional connection with them. So, the next time your dog barks at the door, he might just be trying to tell you about the squirrel he's spotted. But wait a minute. What if your cat starts critiquing your choice of TV shows, or your parrot spills your secrets? As intriguing as it might be to have a chit-chat with our pets, there are potential downsides to consider. Imagine a world where your dog tells your guests about your questionable dance moves when no one's watching, or your parrot blabs about that time you accidentally used your spouse's toothbrush. We all have our little secrets, and animals with their keen observation skills would surely be privy to a lot of them. The ability for them to spill the beans, so to speak, could lead to some pretty awkward situations, and let's not forget about the constant demands. If you think your cat is persistent now when she wants a treat, just imagine if she could articulate her demands. "Caviar, not that supermarket stuff, and make it snappy." Likewise, your dog might not just settle for a quick walk around the block. I'm thinking a 5-mile jog followed by a gourmet steak dinner. How about it? These are just a few examples of how our lives could be turned upside down with animals constantly voicing their wants and needs. Also, consider how the mystery and charm that comes from our nonverbal communication with animals could be lost. Part of the appeal of animals is their unpredictability, their silent companionship, and their unspoken understanding. Their actions, expressions, and behaviors are part of the allure. If every wag of the tail, every purr, and every chirp is replaced with words, would we lose that special bond that we share with them? Would we miss deciphering their silent cues and the joy of understanding their unique ways of communication? In conclusion, while the idea of conversing with our pets seems fantastic at first, it's also worth contemplating the potential pitfalls. we might just find that the silence we share with our animals is golden after all. So it might not be all sunshine and rainbows if your goldfish starts demanding gourmet food. Now let's imagine which animals would be the most verbose if they could talk. Parrots, poodles, pythons? Well, let's start with parrots. These feathered friends are already known for their mimicry skills, often repeating phrases and sounds they hear around them. If they could truly talk, it's likely they'd be the town gossips, sharing tidbits about their day and maybe even your secrets. Remember, parrots never forget. Then there are dolphins, those smart swimmers of the sea. They've already got their own complex language of clicks and whistles. If they could speak human, who knows what they'd share? Perhaps tales of their underwater exploits, or more likely complaints about the state of their habitats. And don't forget about elephants. These giants are highly social creatures with tight-knit family groups. If they could talk, they'd probably have a lot to say about family dynamics, their impressive memories, and maybe even their thoughts on the latest watering hole gossip. As for our canine companions, we all know they'd be the life of the party. Dogs are known for their boundless energy and enthusiasm. If they could talk, we'd likely hear endless stories of their adventures, their favorite toys, and just how much they love that belly rub you gave them 5 minutes ago. Cats, on the other hand, might be a bit more reserved. They're known for their independence and aloof nature. If they could talk, they might share their wisdom in a more measured way, only revealing their thoughts when they deem it necessary. But when they do, you can bet it'd be worth listening to. The dynamics of pet ownership would certainly change. Imagine the conversations you could have, the stories you'd hear, the insights you'd gain into their world. It would add another layer to our already deep bond with our furry, feathered, and scaled friends. So if you thought your pet bird was noisy now, just wait until it starts debating politics. So, we've taken a wild ride through a world where animals chat up a storm. But what does this all mean for us? Let's hark back to our journey through this whimsical, hypothetical universe where your tabby isn't just purring, but actually sharing her thoughts on the latest toy mouse you've bought. We've explored the pros, the cons, and even dared to speculate on which animals would be the most talkative. On the bright side, we looked at how animals communicating with humans could lead to some profound benefits. Imagine knowing exactly what your pet needs or wants, or being able to understand the intricate social structures of a baboon troop firsthand. We might even be able to solve some of the world's most pressing environmental issues with input directly from the animal kingdom. But then again, there's always a flip side. As we've discussed, the cons might have us rethinking our wish for a chatty chihuahua. The cacophony of critters voicing their opinions at all hours might be a bit much to handle. Not to mention, we'd have to grapple with the ethical implications of eating animals that can express their fears and desires just like us. As for the most talkative animals, we've speculated that parrots might just have some competition from dolphins or even elephants. Who knows? You might have to invest in some earplugs if your pet hamster turns out to be a real chatterbox. But let's pause for a moment and consider how this could change our perspective on pets. Would the owning a pet be the same if they could voice their opinions, desires, and even their criticism? Imagine coming home to your cat, critiquing your choice of outfit for the day, or your dog complaining about the lack of diversity in his kibble. It might give a whole new meaning to "it's a dog's life." In all seriousness, though, this thought experiment is more than just a fun jaunt into the realm of the absurd. It's a reminder of the complexity and richness of the animal world, and how much we still have to learn. It's a call to respect and appreciate our furry, feathered, and scaled companions, even if they can't articulate their thoughts in words we understand. Well, whether you're dreaming of deep conversations with your dachshund or dreading a nagging Nemo, it's safe to say that a world of talking animals would be one heck of a hoot. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more wild and whimsical wonders of the world. Until next time, keep imagining.